Alright. So this is gonna be the first lesson of the introduction to trading. And so I'm gonna talk about, majorly it's gonna be about psychology. First of all, before we get into any technical stuff, or what the candles are, what the candles do, how to even trade, psychology basically takes up 50, no, I'll say like 80% of your entire trading, and the rest is just the trading itself, which is 20%, right? And so actually we can get rid of this. Psychology 80%, trading is 20%. So psychology includes your mindset into trading, and as well as basically, yeah, we'll get into risk management another time because we're gonna focus on mindset today. Risk management, having rules as well, is part of your psychology. And so trading, we have lots more stuff to memorize for trading, but psychology, without this you can't move on to trading, right? Because what you're gonna do if you don't have psychology is you're gonna like blow your accounts, you're gonna overtrade, lose, and that will happen if you do not have psychology, right? And for trading, you can literally have a very basic trading model and you would still be more profitable than someone who has bad psychology. So you need to get this right first. So today we're gonna talk about this, right? What is mindset about? So first of all, coming into trading, you need to know that this is not an easy skill to learn. Okay. Trading can take years, it can take a few months, but usually it takes like 2 years to be able to be profitable and all that. And if you're not willing to do all that, then trading is not for you, because trading is basically the hardest business model out there. So the mindset that you need for trading is that you are gonna, number one, not give up. That's very important, because if you give up, remember I said it takes over a year. So if you give up, then you literally use all your process, right? And you need to know that it takes time, right? Because I do not want to sugarcoat this at all. It takes time, like real time and effort, to be able to even hit a single trade, like to be able to know. It's exponential. So number 3, it's exponential. What does that mean? So this is the graph, right? And this is the amount of time you put in, and this is your skill level. It's not gonna be this. It's not gonna be linear. This is a linear. So you put in X amount of time, you get X amount of skill. No. It's gonna be something like this, bro. Yeah, so this first like part of your trading, or like more than that, you're gonna be absolute shit. You're not gonna know what the heck is going on, right? And afterwards, you'll be like, everything just clicks. Okay, no, there won't be a part where everything just clicks, but there will be a time where you're like, oh, I get it, and you can start to apply things onto your chart, and you will hit trades. So that's what it is. And for mindset, we're gonna have multiple videos or talks or one-on-one sessions about psychology. So that's gonna be a huge part of trading. It might be boring, but it is crucial. It is it is what it is. You gotta have it. And risk management. So risk management is a way to not blow your accounts, right? What does risk management mean? Let me just pull up the trade right here. And so what this means is that for every, you have 100% of, let's say you have 50,000. Let's say I have 50,000 to my name. Or there is fund accounts. I can go through that as well. But 50,000. Oh, yeah, hold up. Let me just add this for a while. We're gonna go through what the trading business model is all about in terms of trading, just 20%. And you have 50,000. You're gonna have the psychology to only risk 0.5% to about 2% of your entire account. I risk 0.5%, or basically what I do is kind of different. I risk 500 per trade, or it can go down to 100 per trade, simply because I find that better, right? But usually what it is 0.5% or 2% if you're a high win rate trader. So those who win more often only risk 2%. I mean, you could be crazy and risk like 7% or 10% of your account. Some people actually do that, but keep in mind they have years of experience. Then they do that. Otherwise, if you're starting off, you're cooked. Each loss will make it harder to recover, and that's how people build their accounts. That's why 99% of people fail at trading, right? So we gotta be the 0.01% of people to succeed in this. And what does that mean? So the way I see it is 99% of people fail because they quit, and then there will always be someone that doesn't quit, right? And that guy is part of the 0.1% because he never quit. If you keep trying and you give it your all, like really, how the heck are you gonna quit? How the heck are you not gonna make it? Right. So the number one rule of mindset is not to give up, and understand that it takes time and it's exponential. And so you're only gonna risk 0.5 and 2% of your account, so that when you lose, you are not gonna blow your account all the way, right? And more on this sometime in the future. I'll explain what this really is. Basically, when you put in a trade, they don't actually have it here no more. Yeah, I don't think they have it here no more. Okay, let me just pull this up then. So this is what risk to reward is. Okay, this is part of trading actually. I'll do that later. Right, now we gotta get to rules. I'll do that later. So for risk management, it's basically just not going ham on what you risk for a trade. It might be surprising, say 1% per trade. That's crazy, because if you don't risk 1%, you're gonna blow your account basically, right? And it doesn't even take that's more funded accounts. That's part of the first one here, but ignore what I just said. And so we got a mindset down, right? And now we gotta talk about rules. What are rules, right? Like, why do you need rules? So rules are freaking important, Alright. So if you're without rules, you're gonna be cooked, because what a good trader has is literally just rules, right? What do you mean by that? We have the skill, we learned everything about what trading is, what a model is, what strategy is, right? But we need to make it, how do we call it? We gotta make it like a robot, okay? We need to simplify it so much that you literally hop on the charts, follow the rules, and if you don't see a trade, you just go away. Literally. Because not every day you need to trade. It's called misconception. You're not always going to find a trade. You're not always going to trade every day. It's not a I'm outside, I'm in my car, I'm gonna just click buy or sell and I'm gonna make money. No, it's not like that. You have to literally wait on the chart like a long time. And waiting is part of psychology as well, because I'm telling you 90% of trading on the charts is just waiting. 10% is the execution, actually managing the trade. Right, so what are rules? What do rules look like? Basically, they look like 4 trades a day, or like that, or like 1 win and we are gone. Something like that. Then you just close the chart right after 1 win. Or what my rules is to have a checklist of more technical stuff, right? But we're not gonna get into that today. So, but we're talking about psychology rules, okay? And it's like, no risking more than 1% a trade, something like that. Okay, just example. A tree. No, wait. Yeah, it just looked like this. Okay, I'm not gonna get too deep into it, and that is what rules look like, kind of. You need to follow this because you need to simplify your trading, right? And so we are done with psychology. We are moving on to the trading part. What is trading about? Right? You may be asking, how the heck do we even make money from this thing after we learn everything? And we all know stocks, kind of, right? So we click buy, and then we will get into a position called a long position. This is what a long position is. And so we expect price to go, like, let's say, like, and then we're in, and then we want it to go up like this. Like, this is price, okay, this is price movement. And this is what a long position is, but if we flip it around, we can also sell to go short. So what that means is we want price to go up and then we go down, right? So we're basically selling and hoping that price will go down. We enter here. This is what a short position is, and what a long position is. That is the basics of trading. People ask, how can you make money when price is going down? Because we are doing something called shorts. So there is a long position, there's a short position. How does short work? You don't really need to know that, but essentially what it is that you borrow a price, you borrow this Nasdaq, like one contract of Nasdaq for 24,000, right? And more on why and how we trade something that's worth 24,000 later is because we use leverage. But for more on this, it's like we borrow a share of Nasdaq when it's 2,400 something, and then we borrow from the broker, right? So we borrow from the broker. There's a broker. Okay, wait, I don't have space to draw. Okay, but imagine this is the broker, right? This is the broker. We borrow a share of Nasdaq for $24,000, and then price goes down, right? Boom, 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 boom. So here's when we borrow it. Here's when it costs $24,000, and then now suddenly it dropped, and then Nasdaq is at 23,500, right? And so we return this to the broker at a low price, meaning we earn $500. This is what it means to short a position. I hope you understand that. If not, it's okay. You don't really need to know all that. And so what a trading business model is all about. That's long and short position, right? We just covered that. And so now we're moving on to funded accounts. What are funded accounts, right? So that's a bit tough because right. First we get into leverage. Which this includes long and short positions, how we trade basically. That includes leverage, and that includes funded accounts. So we covered long and short positions. Now we're gonna do leverage. So how do we get into a trade in this asset, Nasdaq, if it's 24,808? How do we get into a position, right? So that's where I want trading, right? So fuck the stupid leveraging shit and margin shit. If you don't get it, it's completely okay because I don't get it either. Not gonna lie. I just know what to do on the chart. And what are funded accounts? Great, so I'm gonna actually need to go into funded accounts. Like, let me just go to top step. And so funded accounts, let's say you don't even have what's it called 100 to risk, right? We're fucking broke as students, right? So you don't even have 100 to risk to even trade. And that's what's required to trade our shit. And so we trade something called funded accounts, prop firms. Ah shit. Okay, can I see the freaking program? Okay, I don't think. Oh, here, right here. So this is what it's called. Let's say 50k funded, meaning an account with 50,000 fake money. Okay, this is fake. This is actually real. You don't pay $49 a month to get 50,000. No, that's not how it works. So you pay $49 to get 50,000 of paper money. Right. That's why I say paper trading is so important, because you're literally stimulating this or this or this. And so what that means is you pay $49 a month to get access to 50,000 fake money, and whatever you make from that 50,000, you will get to keep the profit of it, which is when you get a payout, right? But there is a catch. So the maximum loss is 2,000, and the profit target you have to, before even getting a payout, is 3,000. So you gotta get 53,000 without going below 48,000, if that makes sense. So this 50,000 is really just 2,000. You understand? So basically you pay 49 for 50,000, but you can't go below 2,000 loss. So you're basically just trading with 2,000, and you gotta make 3,000 with 2,000. And that is quite difficult, I'm not gonna lie, because that means you're gonna have to make twice. You're gonna make 150,000. Fuck. You're gonna make 150% of 2,000. And not a lot of people can do that at all, right? So this is why, but prop firms, they basically, it's like a casino. They want to scam you. They want you to lose, basically. They make the rules, there's rules. Like you can't trade more than, you have to have 5 winning days in a row before you get a payout, whatever. Most people can't do that, and they will just say, oh, you're not eligible, or something like that. And then you blow your account after that because you don't know how to trade or something like that, right? So they want you to lose. They're not your friend, right? It's literally the business model. It's like a casino. I mean, they act like, yeah, congratulations, but deep down they're soaking inside like, bruh, this guy actually won, right? So max per position is 5 contracts, meaning you can't leverage more than 5 contracts, which is which is 5 contracts here. This is the contracts. So 5 will be legit like this. So wait, this is your entire account, by the way. This is your entire account. So on this one trade, this is what full porting means. Okay. So if it touches this, if you enter here and price touches this orange line, yep, that's it. You lost your $49 a month. Or if you let's say you get 53,000, you gotta pay an activation fee of $150. So it's actually $200 for after you make $53,000. So whatever you make after $53,000, you get to keep. But you only get to keep like 90% of it because they are greedy and they want like 10% of it. Depends on the prop firm, right? And there is a no activation fee, meaning you pay more per month. You can do the math. I don't know I don't know how it goes. And you never buy this without offer. There is always like Black Friday sales, like they give you like fucking 50% off, 90% off, or like usually normally it's like 30% off. So you never buy it without an offer or codes. So how you get offers or codes is you literally go on to TikTok, you find a random influencer, and they will have a code, bro, for sure. That's how degenerate this community is, not gonna lie. Or you can go to like whatever good trader, they will have a code there for you because they have partnerships and everything. And so going back to 1 unit, this will be a $400 trade. And yeah, that would be it. Oh, actually I kind of need that. Shit. Okay, I'll need this later. And that is what funded account is. Basically, you buy a trial. This is basically a trial, right? And if you get $53,000, if you get $3,000 from 50,000, which is from 2,000, because you only have 2,000 to play with before you blow your account, right? You look at this. You don't really look at this. This is just to trick you. It's just to trick you. You really only have $4,500, right? And so you gotta make this amount. You gotta make this amount. You gotta make this amount. Which is difficult. Okay, it's not easy at all. That's why it's even here. Too good to be true, right? $50,000, $50, yo. 99.9% of people, they literally top step, literally publicized or showed to the public the statistics of how many people actually are consistent with making money from them and how many people lose, which 99.9% of people blow their funded accounts. Which is kind of crazy, right? Yeah, and that's the truth of it. So it's not easy at all. Don't be an idiot. I have even bought one. I have what's it called? A live account. You see this thing, Trader with Trader? That's my live account thing that, yeah, I can trade live with. But and then there's paper trading as well, which I'm just using because I like paper trading. And I'm not mastered. I haven't mastered trading or anything. I'm still learning after 2 years, by the way. Okay, but the first year was kind of slow, to be honest. And so, yeah, that is what a funded account is. You can use this as a form of leverage, you know. So you have 50,000 to play with, but in reality, it's basically however much this stop size is, which is 2,000. And then if it touches it, you're fucking gone. So that's why risk management is so important, right? Enough of that. Let's get back into risk to reward, right? That's why I said I needed that. So imagine you're in a long position, right? And you want to have like a 10-point stop. Let's see. And so a 10-point stop would be $200. And then you target 50 points. That is a 5 RR. See here? Risk to reward 5. Because why? You target 50 points. Points is basically the number on the side. So points is 44.25 points. You get it? The 178 is ticks, so it's divided by 4. Each point is 1 tick. Each point is 4 ticks. which is the 0.00. It goes up by 0.25, then it goes to 0.50, then it goes to 0.75, then it goes to 0.000, right? So you don't really need to know all that, right? I never knew that until I was like months into trading, but this is the important thing right here. What is risk to reward? Meaning, your stop size is 1. The ratio is 1. This is 1. And this is 5. That means it's a 1 to 5 risk to reward. So people call it 1 to 5 RR. This is what you see all the time on those TikToks, in my TikTok, right? Easy 1 to 5. That is basically what it means. You can be what's it called? A high win rate trader, meaning you trade 1 to 1, 1 to 2. Meaning this is your stop size compared to your take profit. So it's 1 to 2. That's actually all it is. But so the thing with this is you win more because you have such a big stop size. It's easier for you to win. But if you have something like this, ah shit, I just opened something. If you have something like this, yeah, I don't think it will be able to. Versus if you have something like this, frick, like let's say like a 5-point stop, right? This is still not even large. This is still not even high RR. Okay, it's like 10. Okay, versus something like this, you're far more likely to win with something like this, 2 risk to reward than a 10 risk to reward. And so you can pick what you like, right? You like to win more, but your earnings are less, or you can win less and lose a lot, but your winnings are huge when you actually win. So what I am, if you don't already know, I am a high risk to reward trader. So what I do basically is 5-point stop, but I aim for like 100, 200 points. So I go for like 20 RR, which is insanely difficult. I can't lie, right? This is not something an average person would do, but I risk like 500. Okay, let's say I risk 100, right? And then my take profit would be somewhere here. I will earn $28,000, while someone with a 2 risk to reward will only win $200 from this trade. So really, you have less trades because you need like S tier setups. You know, S, A, B, C, D. Not S tier setups, you need like those. Or you need to be like, I don't know, you just gotta be very careful. And because you win very less. And you can, like I said, you can turn up the units. So you risk 500 and then you will win 14,000 from this trade. That's how it works. So this is what I do, essentially. That's what risk to reward means. So I get 28 R, 28 of what I risked, which is 500. So this is what, yeah, this is what I do. Or you can do this. So, ah shit, I got rid of that. So with this, you can actually kind of risk more because you lose less, right? And so you can risk like 1,000 instead of 500, and you can win 2,000, which is quite a lot. You know, if you are good at trading and you know you keep winning, you can risk like what? Okay, this is the max, right? 10 contracts. We can have a wider stop, and of course a wider stop would mean, so it's not really 10-point stop, right? 10-point stop is very small. So you're gonna have to do something like this, and then the stop would be like 30, right? So you have that much space, and then you aim for as much as I aimed for, which is like about this size, right? 98. So you get a 3 RR, which is considered good. It's considered good. This is what most people trade. Most people trade white 1 to 1, not gonna lie. and I mean those like high win rate people, or the average is around like 3, 5. People will be very excited over 3 and 5 RR because you win literally 5 times what you put in, right? And so you risk like 660 to make 1,000 and almost 2,000. So that's basically what risk to reward is. The high win rate and low win rate but higher RR. So what I say is low RR or high RR trader, right? So that is what that is for trading. We covered psychology a little bit, what trading business is about, long and short positions, leverage, fund. Leverage, okay, this one, if I didn't really cover it properly, my bad. It's not really needed to know, but it's just like some like mechanical stuff, you know. Fund accounts, you need to know that in the future when you are gonna trade. And risk to reward is basically what I just went through like 5 seconds ago. Right, so that is the first introduction to trading. Oh, and if you want to know notes, okay, like aside from trading, how do you study trading, right? And that's when you go and make your own notes. Just like how you want to study school, you study trading the same exact way, but everything is online. It's like HBL all the time, right? So you go on YouTube, or this is like the what's it called? This is like the leaks basically. It's the leaks. So you get a ton of these leaks, and basically what these are their mentorships, right? And you can just click on whatever, and you will have content to watch.
Okay.
Literally hours
And
worth of
we are
content of them live trading, of them having lessons and all that. So that's what it is. You basically just watch a YouTube video and you learn. It literally just raw learning. It's no different from school. But okay, let's get into psychology. No, let's get into real life shit. So why I choose trading and why I choose to drop school, not to sound like some like guru entrepreneur fucking corny ass shit. No. I literally just think I rather uh I rather spend my time learning this skill, trading, rather than to put my time and effort into school, which is the slow way of making money in life. Because right, if I go to school, I'm trying to make money. I'm trying to make money from school. Why do I even go to school? I'm trying to make money. Most people don't even ask themselves that question, by the way. So it's good that you're thinking like that you want to learn something. But for me, I just go everything like full port into trading, right? Because I literally hate school. I can't stand school. Ever since I was young, I hated school, right? And so I wanted to do something else, and then that became trading, right? It literally just came into my life. I watched like videos, like 1 2 videos about trading, and here I am now after 2 years, right? And before I get into the notes and show you what how much hours and time you have to spend into trading, right? Yeah, because school you have to go through primary school, right? Okay, no, that's okay, right? Primary school is okay. You have to go to secondary school, then you want to go JC, or if you don't even go JC, you gotta go poly, then JC, then fucking university. And the things they teach you in university, what I've heard, because I'm not even there, of course, is that they teach you how to, like, let's say you want to do business, they teach you how to do business shit, not become a CEO, right? So you get the employee view of things. Because why would, let's say you have all the power in the world, why would you teach people how to be like you? I would gatekeep that shit, right? In the trading space, they do gatekeep. Everybody gatekeeps. But on the mentorships, they kind of reveal to you what is going through, and that's enough to make you profitable, right? So if you learn this skill, honestly, I just like this skill because ever since it's like a game. Okay, If you treat this like a game, you're gonna blow your fucking account. But like, think of it. You literally place a buy and sell position, and then you take profit. Kind of sound like a video game, don't it? But don't treat it like one, okay? Obviously, because you're gonna fucking blow your account. But yeah, if most traders played games a lot as they were young, I mean, like right now, I guess, the trading space. And so I just fell in love with trading, and I decided, fuck school, I'm not gonna do all that shit. Literally, like the people on social media telling you, bro, school is the A students, the F students. Literally, that's how I think. But I freaking think that shit's corny. I'm no different from people who go to school and decide to get university or whatever degree and all that. But honestly, I hate degrees. I don't think they work. I think they're pieces of shit. That's just my point of view. Getting into notes. This is actually where I started 2022 ICT mentorship. No, I started something else. Then I came here, and I was literally waking up at 4:30 a.m. on school days, cause back then I didn't have no discipline. I couldn't, like, for my life, I could not even like spend time trading, and I hated school at that time. So one day I said fuck it. Like after months of not even like doing anything contributing to trading, I was like fuck it. I'm gonna wake up at 4:30, and then I am going to spend that 1 hour. 5:30 I have to get ready for school and all that. Yeah, I fucking live far away, right? And so 4:30, I'm tired as shit. I can't even open my eyes. I just get onto my PC and I watch these videos and make these type of notes. Like literally, I just screenshot and then I just like make notes of what he's talking about. And this is more like manuscript. This is more script. The way I take notes is I have to literally note down whatever they say, right? And you can not do this if you don't want to, but take notes. You have to take notes. You can make that like point form, like very simplified. I'll show you some examples. So this is what my my notes look like, right? And they're just fucking manuscripts. We try and find some. Alright. So something like this. You can make your notes something like this. It's so easy. Okay, not really that easy, but it's more concise compared to what I am doing, which is fucking just blocks of words, right? And so if you're wondering, this is over the course of like 2 years basically. And it's really a lot because look, that's just for one note. Each one takes about like 1 to 2 hours to make. So if you can calculate all of these, I don't even know how many there are, and then like times 2 for each, because some even take like 3-4 hours. Okay, times 1 hour and just see how much time is spent into just typing and watching. This is just notes. I still have to watch the video, and I watch it on X2 speed, okay, but still X2 speed is, I have to pause every like 3 seconds because he says something good, or I have to like process that information. So taking into account how much time that is pretty crazy, right? And not to mention your personal notes that you have to do. I can't leak that. And there is also trading journals like this that you have to do. And so yeah, this is literally what it looks like. That is it for the first video. Hope you understand what trading is and what you're about to get into, okay? And yeah, that's it. Also, let me add on that trading is a probabilities game, and so what this business model is basically is that you imagine blackjack, okay? So imagine you are able to pick your own hand. Let's say I always start with 11, or sometimes I start with 10. Okay, so basically the trade that you take is your starting position. So if I get to pick a hand that is always 11 and then I can get a picture card and get like 21, is that really fair? No, of course not. So trading, you pick your own chances of what you think will make you win, basically. And so it's kind of like cheating. It's a probabilities game. So you get rid of all those bad opportunities. Like, who wants to start on a hand with 13, bro? Compared to a hand with like 11 or 10. You're like, yep, I'll take a trade that's like in blackjack terms 11 hand. That's what I think is a good trade and all that. Cause who the heck will hit on a freaking 20? Am I right? Who the heck would hit? You have to hit on a 13, but that doesn't mean it's a good opportunity, you know. And so yeah,